Yo, what is up? So in this one, we're gonna be doing some more Louis C.K. This one is Louis C.K. Comedy Kings Just for Laughs. So, yeah, let's go ahead and check it out.
I shouldn't have to do that.
I know, right?
Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. I mean, everybody who's here. That's not everybody.
Yeah, you can thank everyone anyways.
Here by a huge majority. Most people are not here. Most people are in China.
Oh,
actually. That's actually not true. Most people are dead. Did you know that?
Oh yeah, true
there
that.
Are very few living people. You're all gonna die. And then you're gonna be dead for a lot longer than you were alive.
Yeah, life's
Your
short,
life
dude.
is a little larva stage to mostly what you're ever gonna be. You're just dead people that didn't die yet. I don't really know how to start shows.
That is a good way to start it.
It's always been the hardest part for me is the beginning of a show because the first thing I say has to be just stupid because there's no real reason for me to talk to you. I don't know you. You don't even know each other. You're just facing the same direction. That's all you have in common. I'm an American, whatever that means. Really, now we're going through a depression, but I'm only worried because Americans don't know how to deal with problems because we don't really have them. We have white people problems. That's what we have.
First world problems.
You know what that is? White people problems. That's where your life is amazing, so you just make shit up to be upset about. People in other countries have real problems, like, oh shit, they're cutting off all our heads today. Things like that.
Fuck that, dude.
In America, we make things up to get mad about, like, how come I have to choose a language on the ATM machine? It's bullshit. I shouldn't have to do that.
There's people complaining.
What are you complaining about? It's a machine that you press a button and money comes out of a slot. We complain about the silliest things. I had to sit on the runway for 40 minutes. That's a story in America. Folks will listen to that story. Folks will stop doing the dishes. Oh my God, how long did you have to sit on the runway?
It's a long time.
They made us sit on the runway for 40 minutes. Really?
Almost an hour.
What happened after that? Did you fly through the air? Incredibly? Did you soar into the clouds like a bird?
Yeah.
Did you partake in the miracle of human flights and bitch about it the whole time you were up there?
Hell yeah, we did.
I'm never flying Delta again. You're flying! Look out the window. It's crazy. You're sitting in a chair in the sky.
It's pretty magical if you think about it that way.
You're like a Greek myth right now. But it
they
doesn't
should
go
have
back
bricked.
very far, and it's squishing my knees. Really? Everybody on every plane, the whole time, they should just be going, oh my God, woo!
You're shitting bricks, dude. Like a caveman if you got on an
I
airplane.
was going through security once, airline security, and you know, if you're in a wheelchair, you can't go through the metal detectors, so they take you to secondary clearance, which is much tougher. So our oldest and feeblest people get the highest scrutiny. And there was this guy coming through in a wheelchair, and he was insanely old. This dude was the oldest thing I've ever seen. I mean, I didn't know there had been as much time yet as his age.
Time has been a thing for a long time.
At least forever. If I had to guess, he was forever and ever. And just little Nosferatu hands and eggy head, just a tiny, like the atmosphere was crushing him into a diamond. Just. And he didn't even look good for Infinity or whatever he was. He was all just being pushed over this thing, and they take him and they
should probably be at home.
And they're checking him, and they lift. I swear to God, these two big security guys lifted him out of the chair, and he's standing there like this. And
oh God, I'll break his bones.
And I'm watching this, and I wanted to say, really, is that the guy? You think? Is that
I mean,
the
you
dude
gotta check
we're all
everyone, I
looking
guess.
for? Is that gonna be the story, that he was the dude?
Hey,
Could you
that'd be
maybe let him go?
one hell of a way to do it.
Let him enjoy the last 10 seconds of his life doing something else. What is he gonna, if he pulled it off, he deserves whatever he wanted. Really. What is he gonna do?
Never know, man. They could plant a bomb on him.
Like, well, where do you draw the line? He's the line. It's him. It's just him. The actual line is right next to him, and we're all on the other side of it. Nobody ever wants to do security. We all want to be secure. Nobody wants to do their part. Everybody that goes to security, I want to take off my shoes. Stupid. I'm not a terrorist. Oh, that's right. We only make terrorists do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can just tell you're a terrorist or not.
That's what we all sound like now. Just fat 8th graders. That's what everybody sounds like. You ever listen to people, really? I was in Starbucks or wherever the other day. It doesn't matter. You can only be in 6 places now. I don't know which one I was in. I was listening to the 2 guys talking, though, and one of them used a word that really made me angry. He used the word hilarious. And it pissed me off because it was the way he used it, because he didn't care what it really means. None of us think about the words we use anymore. We just go right for the top shelf for the words. Just right for it was amazing. Dude, it was totally amazing. Really? You were amazed by the chicken wings? Really amazed?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I would be amazed by some chicken wings.
What are you going to do with the rest of your life
sure.
now? You've limited yourself to a shit life verbally. Genius. You're a genius for anything now. Used to be, you had to invent a number to be a genius.
Invent a number?
Now it's like, hey, I got a cup in case we need another cup. You're a genius.
That word might be a little overkill for that situation.
So this guy used hilarious. I remember the context exactly. The 2 guys were talking. One guy goes, guess who I saw today? And his friend goes, who? I swear to God, he said it like that. It just slid out like, who? Tighten your lips up, man. Make an effort. Who? That's how a person talks. This guy's just secreting words out of the front of his head.
Taking a shit out of his mouth.
I saw Lisa today. And he goes, that's hilarious.
Who's Lisa?
How is that hilarious?
I think you gotta know the context.
He saw Lisa. Do you know what hilarious means? Hilarious means so funny, you almost went insane. That's how funny hilarious is.
It could
so
be.
So funny, it almost ruined your life. You're homeless now because you can't cope or reason effectively because that shit was so funny it shattered your mind. And now you're laying in the gutter with leaves and shit in your hair. That's how funny, hilarious. I don't know this Lisa bitch, but she ain't that funny.
I mean,
There's no way she's that funny on sight.
It might be.
I hate Lisa. I blame her.
Yeah, fuck Lisa.
I hope she's dead. Seriously. I hope she died today. I hope her favorite person pushed her off a cliff, and then she was falling and screaming, and then Superman swooped her up and then dropped her from higher.
Oh, God.
Thank you very much.
Fuck Lisa, I guess. Hell yeah. Yeah, good old Louis, man. Hell yeah, yeah. Louis definitely has a way with the words, just like kind of like George Carlin, man. Like the way that they just point out like nonsense in the world. It's kind of like, I would say them 2 are probably my top 2 favorite comedians of all times. But yeah, I mean, Louis does make kind of a good point about like, you know, Americans just kind of complaining and just having first world problems. I'm not saying that like people don't have worse problems than what he was mentioning. He obviously just trying to make a joke about it, but like, yeah, I mean, a lot of the things you hear people complaining about are just kind of nonsense and just kind of like an inconvenience more than like an actual problem, you know. But I mean, there's people out there with like fucking cancer, man. That I would say that's a pretty solid problem to have. But like situations where you drop and crack your phone or like something like that, that's Yeah, it's definitely like a straight up first world problem. But I'm kind of curious to hear, like, what is one of the dumbest things you've heard somebody complain about? Let me know all that down in the comments. But yeah, we're going to call it here for this one. If you like the video, hit the like button. It definitely helps the channel out a lot. If you're new around here, go ahead and subscribe. We're going to be doing some more reactions and stuff. And if you have anything to recommend for me to react to, check out on the internet, anything like that, leave it all down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.